Hello students, today we will discuss about Razia Sultan. I hope all of you know about her and Razia Sultan, the story or today the biography will be of the Razia Sultan. So this lecture will be in English. If you are comfortable in English, then please carry on. Otherwise, you can leave this lecture. So Razia Sultan, the time region was 1236 to 1240 AD and she is also known as Razia al-Din. So she was Turkish Seljuk slave ancestor and was trained to lead army and administrate kingdom. So Razia Sultan was fifth Mamluk Sultan. She was queen, but she was doing the duty of king. So she was the first lady to be the ruler of any particular state of India or Sultan. So Razia was born in 1205 in Budun, India. So she was brought up like son by her father. And she received training like horse riding, shooting, and swordmanship. Razia was highly educated lady and she was very courageous. And she used to handle many state affairs. So Razia succeeded her father Samshuddin Iltutmish to the Sultanate of Delhi in 1236. And Razia was very efficient and possessed and having all the quality of monarch. She strengthened her position as independent ruler. She refused to fall under dominating influence of the nobles, whoso were trying to convince us, or we can say mislead her. She rewarded those who stood by her and gave rapid promotions to the favorites. And later on, many revolted at a place of time, and many revolts were suppressed by the Razia Sultan. Despite it, Turkish nobles disapproved because she was a female, and they can't resist and they can't handle that kind of situation that where the ruler is or sultan is a woman. Because she was a woman, simply they used to disapprove her. And Razia and Malik Ilther Altunia, the governor of Batinda, as a childhood friend. So when Altunia was in Batinda, the Turkish aristocracy spread the rumor about Razia's romantic affair with the Zamuddin Ayud, which is Siddi's slave, whom Razia promoted to the, superintendent of the stable. So the selfish and Turk noble, due to his jealousy, wanted to disgrace the Razia in the eyes of the people. She don't, or they don't want that she would deserve or she would get the respect. Due to jealousy or many of their aristocratic or orthodox psychology of women, as they were to be suppressed and they should not be the ruler, that kind of thinking they were having. And this led to the revolt by the Altunia and the help of nobles. So Razia battle against Altunia ended up failure, and Yaqub was killed and Razia was taken to the prison. While Razia was in prison, the conspirator appointed Muzuddin Ibrahim, Razia's half brother, or we can say step brother, to the throne and appointed himself of the high official of the state. So Altunia got the nobility of the Delhi and he was not given the desired authority. So Razia, in order to ensure her survival and to retake the throne, made a clear policy, decided to marry Altunia. So Razia and her newly wedded husband Altunia decided to dethrone the Bahram and raise an army that include Jat, Rajput, Kokar. So, however, the Bahram's army outnumbered them because they were large in the size, and this is how the manpower they were defeated in 1240. After this, there are three different conclusions. Both Razia and Altunia fled to the capital, where the army deserted them. Powerless, they were captured, drowned, and killed by villagers after seeing the valuable of them. Razia and Altunia were captured and executed. They were killed by the Bahram. Razia and Altunia were betrayed, robbed, and killed by their own army for looking a favor with the Bahram. So this is all about the story, and she was brave. She was the only woman to be accepted as Sultan by people in a strict and Muslim culture. So this is the small biography of the Razia Sultan.